All right. I know blue keeps you awake and red kind of puts you to sleep, but what color would make you dream of Mayor McCheese? I don't know. What's up, everybody? I'm Shareef Jackson. This is the Technophiles Newscast, and today I'm going to be talking about how NASA is using the International Space Station to help researchers further understand how light affects our sleep patterns. Astronauts on the International Space Station only get approximately 6 hours of sleep a night, and that's not good when they're doing very important scientific experiments that require a lot of focus. As a matter of fact, it's such an issue that they even have to take caffeine and some hypnotic medications to make sure that they can focus and stay alert. Our body makes chemicals that rise and fall all throughout the day. Melatonin in particular is something that's very important to sleep. Some people have to take melatonin supplements because their body just can't produce enough. And unfortunately, the light that is emitted from some of our favorite devices, our large TVs, our smartphones, that can also inhibit the production of melatonin. The reason that the screens keep us up at night and inhibit that production of melatonin is because the light is actually shifted toward the blue side of the spectrum, which are shorter wavelengths of light. Various studies have already been performed on the Earth, not up in space, that say that this blue light specifically affects our bodies and it makes sure that we cannot rest. That's why doctors always say turn off your phones and your TVs so that you can get some rest. Blue shifted light keeps you awake. Red shifted light puts you to sleep. So that same blue shifted light that exists on our TVs and our smartphones, all of our devices, also existed in the International Space Station until very recently when they replaced those lights with a brand new set of lights that does what's called dynamic light scheduling. What this means is that that light can be shifted. So it can be more intense on the blue side of the spectrum, which promotes wakefulness and alertness, or it can be more shifted on the red side, which promotes people actually getting some rest. So if the astronauts are doing something really important, say a spacewalk, right? Or an experiment which really requires very intense focus, then they'll really benefit from that light being shifted toward the blue side of the spectrum, since that actually promotes wakefulness and alertness. Now, while private companies such as SpaceX have been able to launch resupply missions up to the International Space Station, as a government, the US has not been able to launch anything since the last space shuttle launch in 2011. But that will change in the 2020s with the advent of the Space Launch System, which is NASA's new way to get both men and a payload such as these lights up to the International Space Station. Now, the applications for this research are numerous. As I said earlier, there's already existing research that has been done on the Earth, but you always want to make sure that you can test your hypothesis in the most extreme kind of situations to make sure that it's still valid. And there's nothing more extreme than circling the Earth every 90 minutes. What that means for us here is that with the advent of things such as smart homes, where all your lights can be controlled from the touch of like an app, maybe in the near future we have our intensity of the light automatically controlled based on our own working schedule. Say I'm a morning person, I want to make sure that I'm the most alert at 4 a.m. in the morning because that's when I get up to write. Or say my partner is like a night owl, they want to make sure that they're the most alert at 1 a.m. right? So all of these things really tie into the fact that our living quarters are becoming more tied in to the internet and to automation. So that's another great example of how research being done up in the International Space Station affects us down here on planet Earth. Now, we want to hear from you. So if you have any comments, make sure to add them below this video, or you can tweet us at TechnopilesPod, or just search for us on Facebook, iTunes, or Stitcher Radio by typing in Technophiles. Thank you so much for checking us out today. If you want to check out even more newscast videos, the buttons here, more podcast videos, just click there. And if you want to subscribe to all of our latest stuff on YouTube, click down there.